And one of those GHSA matchups takes me to Forsyth, where the 4-2 Bulldogs, led by 14th-year head coach Brian Nelson, are sitting at 2-2 in the region after two close losses, including a double overtime 3-point loss to Upson Lee. Coach tells me in those two losses they only played great on one side of the ball, and now he thinks they are finding their consistency they need before a playoff run. Coming off a big region win over Trinity Christian at Dan Pitt Stadium. And after a season filled with setbacks a year ago, Nelson says his players' resilience forged through injuries and adversity is what's driving their success now.
I felt good about where we were at last year with all the struggles we had to deal with and all the adversity, from injuries to players being out to the whole fiasco in the middle of the year. I thought they did a good job, and a lot of these kids were a part of that. You know what I mean? So I don't know if it hardened them a little bit, because kids are fairly resilient, but it showed that we're able to handle adversity and keep playing. And we've done a good enough job this year, you know, I mean, but we've really zeroed in on that, and I think our kids have had a unique ability to just keep playing regardless of circumstances or situation.
Well, now leading the way on offense is senior QB Mac Nelson. That's coach's son, averaging nearly 150 passing yards through region play, targeting his main guy wide out, Levi McCoy, who put up 240 total yards and 3 TDs from scrimmage last week. Plus, in the backfield, CJ Banks is anchoring the ground game with 250 yards and 5 TDs on just 20 carries and 2 great performances the last couple weeks. Now, as they prepare for 6-1 LaGrange, who's put up over 40 points a game the last 3 weeks and is perfect in the region so far, the Bulldogs' toughness will once again be put to the test. Coach says this MP defense has grown and will have to have their best performance tomorrow to stay in region play.
You know, CJ and Mason are playing a lot of football on both sides of the ball. Typically, we haven't done that very much, but CJ's playing a lot. He's had a really, really good year. Obviously, Mason is a dynamic player that has got a big skill set that can do a lot of things, and some of that, I think, with him is still untapped, or we haven't got to that phase of it yet. You know, I think defensively we've grown and gotten better. Sam Harrell and Josiah Knight, 2 seniors, have stepped up and played really well, and our D-line is mostly seniors, has played well. We were young in the secondary, but those guys have, you know, through the course of playing the game up to this point, have gained some experience.
And Coach tells me he doesn't envy the position his son is in right now. While him and his wife talk about this being their last season together on the gridiron, Coach is proud of the way Mac has handled everything.
It's hard, to be the coach's son, but then you add on to the fact that you're coach's son and the quarterback. That's hard in small town. That's hard anywhere. If the Georgia Bulldogs lose, it's Gunnar Stockton and Kirby Smart's fault. You know what I mean? If the Mary Persons Bulldogs lose, it's Mac and Brian Nelson's fault. You know what I mean? And we understand that, and that's just part of it. I'm not angry or upset about it. It's the way it goes at any level, and he's done a great job of handling that too. So more than anything, that's probably what I'm most proud of him about. You know what I mean? Is just handling all the things that come with being the coach's son and the quarterback.
Now, after losing to the Grangers 41-28 last season, these Dogs are hungry for redemption in the region. His plan is to stick to what they know best to pick up the 3rd victory in this 7th all-time meeting between the Bulldogs and the Grangers.
Smart, tough, physical is kind of our little mantra, and that's what we try to do. And at the end of the day, it's a high school football game, man. And if you're not having fun and playing, then you're probably not going to be at your best. So have fun, go get it. That's it.
Now, of course, along with that game, we have 4 other important region games on tap for you, including the game of the week at FPD.